Hey everyone, Scott Auckerman here, and welcome to another fine Earwolf program on the Video Podcast Network. Stay tuned for
Who Chatted?
Oh, my favorite.
All right, hey guys, it's time for another live streaming episode of Who Charted on the Video Podcast Network. And this is episode 142 if you're listening in podcast form at home. And tonight we have Brendon Walsh joining us to count down 2 charts and answer your Twitter questions. I'm your guest host again, April Richardson, filling in for Kulop. And here's your wee-wee, Howard Kramer.
Hello, Kulop.
Hello.
Let me see that.
I was reading it as it was written.
You got to do this. It's time for another live streaming episode of Who Charted.
Okay.
Next time.
Next time.
Hey, great to see you.
Yeah, you too, after you immediately reprimand me after the
That's
first
all right. It's to make
2
Kulop
minutes.
feel comfortable if she's watching.
Oh,
I
okay.
berate you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I'll take one
Yeah.
for the team then.
Hey, it was so great having you last time, and then we went outside after the episode.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, your car
My car
wasn't
was
there.
no longer there because I don't know how to read signs. But you were a gentleman. You walked with me to the tow lot. Yeah, it was the first time I've lived here 7 years, and it was the first time my car's gotten towed, so I think that's a pretty good record.
That is pretty good.
But I didn't know you had to pay to get it out and then also pay the ticket.
Yeah.
Because when I got there was a ticket on the windshield, and I told the guy, I was like, oh, so I don't have to pay this, right? And he's like, yeah, you do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you come to LA, you will get tickets. Well, we'll find out from our guest when he joins us. But you come out here, you're bound to get tagged and fined and towed and all kinds of stuff. I probably told the show on the show before, but one time I went away to Austin for 10 days over New Year's, parked my car on the street, everything was safe. When I came back, the car was gone. There was brand new street signs up. They changed the law while I was gone and yanked the car.
That I don't see how that stands. You should have taken that to the Supreme Court.
But I didn't. Hey everybody, I'm wearing a wolf mask and a wolf shirt. If you haven't seen heard the song, check it out.
Yeah, it's a jam. Is that one of those that we screened in my old house?
No, we actually did the prototypes for these shirts, which came out just as good as this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you silk screened them.
On my hands and knees in the back of my old house, you and I
Right.
both silk screening hundreds of those.
That was so great. And
It was.
you did that for Morrissey before, is that right?
I did. I made T-shirts to sell to follow Morrissey on tour.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so that's how I learned how to do it, how to silk screen.
Yeah. Hey, why don't we meet our guest?
Yeah, let's. You know him from stand-up, podcasting, and television. Get ready to turn the chart orchard into the bone zone. It's Brendon Walsh.
Hi, everybody!
Hi.
Wow!
How are you?
Oh my God! I gotta tell you, it's really great. I found some parking around here. There's so many signs.
Oh,
Sorry.
Was my
I
intro
hope,
enthusiastic enough for you? Was
Yeah,
that
it
better?
was
Did I do a better job?
enthusiastic.
It wasn't at
generic.
Kulop levels, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Her and I were recently reunited, and now we're like apart again. So I have to.
So
What's
you're
she doing that's
disappointed
so
in me.
important?
Kulop today is busy with a film. She has a part in a film.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I won't give too many details because I'm not sure how many details she wants out. Stars a lot of great people. Kristen Wiig of SNL fame. Some good
nice.
people, yeah.
Well, I guess that's a good reason to blow off your podcast.
Yeah, it is. I guess. She's not,
So the impound lot is walking distance from here?
yeah, it
Right
is
there?
about 4 blocks away.
That's convenient.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
convenient.
It is very
No,
convenient.
it is. Usually you got to drive like down near the airport or something. They always take them.
Yeah,
To,
yeah, that happened once at an M-Bar show. Got towed, and it had to go all the way down there. It cost $280.
Yes, town's insane. I thought I found a great parking spot here, and thank God I reread the sign because it was I was like, oh, great.
probably
2-hour parking till 6 p.m. It's almost 6 p.m. So I'll park here, and then I saw the sign above it.
Yeah,
No
that's where I
parking.
parked last time. That's, the
Wow.
same.
So does that mean we have to get him out earlier? His car will be gone?
No, I'm at a meter.
Yeah,
around the
he can
corner.
read
I'm all
unlike
right.
me.
Oh,
So he.
I'm all right. No, I actually, after like the first year I was here, I got probably in the neighborhood of like just under $500 in parking tickets.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
It's about, it really takes a while to figure it out because, they're, $60 a pop.
Right.
And, But you know, I've been pretty good. I haven't gotten one in a while.
That's good.
Haven't been towed either.
Yeah, towing's the worst. That'll happen periodically. But yeah, you start to learn. You start to become hyper careful, and then right when you think you're past it, they nail you for something.
There was one time. Yeah, some of the polls have like 25 signs on them.
Oh, totally.
Literally, and
where it's like some of the hours overlap to where you're like, I don't. Yeah.
Well, there was one downtown. I had a friend that lived in a loft downtown. I went to like go watch a movie with her at it was like late at night.
A lady friend.
A lady. I went to go, watch a movie, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Netflix style.
Watch 12 minutes of a movie, right?
Yeah. No, actually, it wasn't even like a finger bang situation. Or anything.
Oh, Jesus,
say that?
Kulop.
No, but it was, it was kind of late at night, and I, read the signs, was like, all right, everything's fine. And there was one tiny sign at the top that said, no parking between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m.
Right.
Just those 3 hours right
Which
there.
is deadly when you're going to visit a lady friend,
That's prime
right?
finger bang hours.
That is
my
when
wolf.
most finger banging goes on, is between midnight
you can't
and
park
5.
there. Yeah.
Nobody wants to get
shielding
finger
your
banged
face
in the morning.
from the finger bang talk?
It's all right. Hey, can you still hear me, Dirt Cup?
Kinda.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah, that's better.
Hey, these poles have so many signs on them. It's like one of these overly tatted ladies. A lot of messages.
I've been seeing a lot of shitty tattoos lately.
Well, what have you seen?
Just people coated in tattoos that
here-
look horrible.
Do you mean shitty like the
Just,
actual
like,
subject
stop.
of the tattoo shitty or the artwork, the quality of the artwork
just
is
cover
shitty?
it's done. Like, what are you doing? It's just covered. It's
a lot.
It doesn't matter
You're
how
over
like it's like
tattoos as a
that's
concept.
a great drawing of a koi fish. Like, it's too much.
I think you look wonderful, Chartist. Those of you that have chosen to illustrate yourselves.
Hey, it's fine. There's nothing you can do about it now. But I think a good invention would be tattoo ink that goes away after like 2 years.
Okay.
Right.
Like a
like a henna
Snapchat situation.
Something
Snapchat
that,
tattoos.
because these people are getting so like, the girls with the ones that are getting their cleavage, they get like these big like
They get like a mural
like
on
a
their collarbone.
fucking eagle with
Yeah.
with a Chinese whatever. But like a big, it takes up the whole area.
Right.
And it's like, you're not going to be into that 10 years from now. Like, everybody changes, Like, I don't care how sure of yourself you are when you're 24. When you're 34, you might not think that having a giant chest plate that's all, like, weird looking now.
I agree with you just in the sense, like, I'm tired of this body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, give me a third arm. Like, why am I committed to this? Like, let's evolve faster so I can, I'd have wings or something.
I'm not sure I follow that logic in the line of tattoo talk.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I agree with what he's saying. A picture's going to get old, especially if I don't even like the whole contraption.
You don't like the canvas, the blank canvas.
It's like you're going to get sick of the Calvin peeing sticker if you'll get sick of the car that it's stuck on, too.
Kaboom.
Right. Okay.
He's got great points. Hey, why don't we check in with the charts?
Let's do it.
Hey, Charles, do your part. Hit me one.
This is
music chart. Hey, Charles.
What? I thought you were going to rap along to it.
Music chart.
Oh, yeah, I usually do that.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you? Cool times, cool up. Chartist, do your part. Tunes.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a lot of engineer. Like, you weren't the engineer on the last show when I banned that song, so it's not your fault at all.
You banned it?
Well, for a little while, I want to hear we have another music theme that I would rather hear.
Why don't you just acapella it right now?
Oh, it goes like this: music. Do you remember how it goes?
Just like tweets?
No, that's the
the
movie one.
movies one. I don't know. Well, somebody tweeted to me, and we'll pick it up in the Q&A segment.
Okay.
Hey, Chartist at home, get your questions ready. We're going to be doing a third segment. This week, instead of the game, we're going to be taking your questions. It could be a question for Bone Zone, Brendon Walsh.
OBW.
OB Dubs. It could be for, if he's Bone Zone, what are you? You are You are Do's Goose?
Yeah, that sounds really foul, but sure.
How about
That's the name of my podcast. It was
Do's Goose?
Bone Zone.
Bone Zone.
It's
So
a-
you
it's
are
a nickname.
True. You are Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, Go Bayside is mine.
Go Bayside. Check that out. They both have fantastic podcasts. And what are we doing with the music chart?
And we are doing the Billboard Canadian Hot 100. That's today's music chart.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
Canada, hang on. Let's discuss it.
Okay.
Canada, we've all probably been there. Have you?
I have.
We know the charts there are a little wacky. They'll probably have like 3 out of the same 5 songs as us, but then some like French acoustic jam.
Well, and then they'll have their own like weird boy band that's
Right.
popular
Right.
up there and
Right.
nowhere else.
Like
will-
Calgary 302. Or
The Back Bacon Boys.
Back Bacon Boys.
The last time
You
I was
gotta see
in
that.
Canada, I went to Toronto and I was walking down the street and I looked up and in somebody's bedroom window, giant Confederate flag hanging.
Wow.
How weird is that?
That's quite odd.
In Toronto, Canada.
Maybe it's a nod to the separatists in Montreal. Yeah.
Okay, well, up 1 spot to number 5. We've got Macklemore and Ryan Lewis featuring Mary Lambert with Same Love.
Even if I tried, even if I wanted to, my love, my
And
love,
it's been on the Canadian Hot 100 for 10 weeks.
Is this the gay pride anthem?
I think it is, yeah.
Wait, isn't that the guys that are like?
Thrift store dude, yeah.
Thrift store.
Well, that's totally different.
Yeah, this one's about gays and how they should, in fact, be
Are those
allowed
guys
to
gay?
like each other.
Macklemore and Lewis?
They are not, but he says in the song that he thought he was gay because he used to keep his room very clean as a kid.
Well, that's not really a sign.
But that's what he says in the song. That's a hit song, and everyone says it's an ode to freedom.
Right.
And we're getting it from a confused lad who thought maybe
Totally.
he likes boys. 'cause
Thought I
he-
might be gay because I showered every day.
Yeah.
I love the idea of the parents, too, being like, our son's room is really clean. Do we need to talk to him about
I
something?
alphabetized my CDs.
Yeah,
Yep.
totally.
Sorry, Mom. Sorry you had to find out this way.
I put my pencils back in the thing.
Yeah, totally.
I make my bed.
I say please and thank you. Sorry, Dad, for disappointing you.
Right. But I'll tell you what, he grew up in Seattle, and it's rainy there.
Are they white guys?
What?
Yeah.
They're white fellows, and they spend a lot of time indoors up there because of the weather.
Sure.
So it's possible that you get a lot of cabin fever, and your brain backs up on you, and you start to get, odd ideas.
Right. And there's not much else to do but clean your room. It's raining outside all the time. What are you going to do? You're in your room all
Right?
the
You
time.
can't
You
clean
gotta
your
clean it.
can't clean your treehouse. It's raining.
It's raining. You're not going to go outside.
Hey, what about you, Brendon? You've been to Seattle. You've been through there.
Love Seattle.
Great town.
I love Seattle. I like Portland. I like all those places. I don't mind granted, I've never lived there for a whole year,
Right.
but I spent like 5 months in Seattle.
Really?
Yep. But
At
it was
what-
over the summer. I was there from maybe April through October. And the summers there are
was
gorgeous.
it a boys' camp? What was it?
It was me and Macklemore. It was a bedroom cleaning seminar. No, it was a girl that I was dating from Austin, went to law school, and she was doing like a summer thing in Seattle.
Okay.
So I went and hung out there for 4 or 5 months.
It is a lateral move, right? They say if you're going to
Yeah.
leave Austin and you
Portland
go
or
to
Seattle's the way to
Portland
go,
or
yeah.
Seattle or Madison, it's the same thing. You're just changing the weather, sort
Same thing, different weather, different architecture, same
party.
same everything else.
Different
yeah.
white rappers.
Different white rappers, same tattoos, same fixed geared bikes.
Right. Same home brewers. I'll tell you, when I was just up in Seattle last week, we went back to a home, and there was an urban farmer there with a chicken coop.
Oh, yeah.
And we got to hold chickens. And, I imagine there
got
is
to
one of
hold
those.
them?
I got to hold the chicken, yeah. I got to. It was a sleepy chicken, but they put it in my hand. And I don't even know if it knew I was there. Like a dog knows
Yeah.
you're there. I don't know what the chicken's
Did it not wake up the whole time you're holding it?
It was groggy. I expected these chickens
It was
to.
groggy.
I expected these chickens to like come to and start being hyper. but
Groggy
they-
Chicken.
they
That's a good
stayed-
name for a rap tune for you.
Okay.
Groggy Chicken.
Groggy chicken. Give me a beat.
Give me some egg. Give me a beak.
Yeah, give me a beak. Hey, we're doing something historic
Collabo.
here.
Totally.
We could take out Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
Oh, I heard one of them's gay.
Which one?
The clean room.
The guy who cleaned his room.
That's
Clearly.
Macklemore. All right,
Okay.
let's see what's coming next.
The people that really took them out on the charts, up from number 5 to number 4.
Give me some hoorah, boorah.
I don't even know.
Give me some coming in at number 4.
Okay, I'm super psyched to tell you that coming in at number 4
Yeah, Casey K, sum it up.
is Miley Cyrus with We Can't Stop.
Yeah.
And
Put all the right noises in
the
there.
song peaked at number 3, and it's from her upcoming album Bangers with a Z, which really upsets me as a title. But you seem like a fan.
Get my Cloud Smoke VPN.
Let's get that from the vape store.
Yeah, next door.
Vape store. Hey, yeah, this is Miley. That song was turned down by Rihanna. It was intended for Rihanna, and she turned it down. Miley picked it up, and it's a big summer hit.
I don't
Way to
blame
go,
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
I don't blame her. I would turn it down too. I think it's boring.
No, it's a great tune. This to me speaks of more freedom and empowerment than even Macklemore's anthem,
How so?
because as she's saying, "I'm gonna
Fighting
do,
for the right to do Molly?
What do you mean?
Is that what it's about?
She says.
I'm into that then.
She says, "Yeah."
Yeah.
La,
I love that. I love that
Dancing
shit.
with Molly.
Dancing with Molly.
Oh, yeah.
She's an adult now. She could do what she wants. She could twerk.
She 18?
Sure.
She's 20.
Oh yeah, well there she go. Yeah,
Yeah.
She can do whatever she wants.
She took Thor's brother's hammer. She can do what she wants.
What's that mean? She's banging Thor's brother?
Yeah.
Who the
Oh, yeah, the kid
muscle
in real
Brad
life.
Pitt looking guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. His brother.
Wow, learn something new every day.
Yeah, that guy comes from good stock. It's like 4 brothers that are all super hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that Miley is advancing the cause of Molly?
It's a cause?
Yeah.
It's political? No, I
I heard
don't
they're
know.
gonna legalize it.
Really?
Yeah, they're looking into because they're giving it to soldiers for post-traumatic stress
It's a
disorder.
great idea.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great drug.
It's great.
Speaking of which, I just bought tickets to see the Flaming Lips at the Greek Theater.
Oh, nice. You're going to do some Molly at the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. La da dee da dee.
I
have
just saw
bad
them in
news, you
Orange
guys.
County too.
What?
I'm a narc.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
what are you gonna
fooling.
do?
This is a narc trap.
Yeah.
We're
It's
lying.
not, yeah, it's totally.
It's a narc
The
cast.
cameras are FBI cameras, DEA cameras.
Hey, I bet when you go to all those Morrissey shows, I bet there's a lot of fellows and ladies doing Molly.
Well, sure. I'm sure there are.
That's got to be a weird group of people, right? It's
In
like
general?
some old heads and then some like Latino dudes and then like some
Some chicks in purple dresses.
Yeah.
chicks in
well,
purple
it's
dresses.
it's like all girls look like this there. I mean, it's like a Where's Waldo of Spot the Girl Who Doesn't Look Like This. It's all Betty Page, rockabilly chicks.
Did I go to you with the show?
No, you didn't. You brought us up last time. You did not go.
I did go, though. Who'd I go with?
It wasn't with me. Because anytime I asked you to go, you just make fun of me.
I saw him
True.
once, like when I was dating a girl who liked them. I was always a
Well,
Smiths
every
fan.
dated
story
a lot
with
of
you.
girls.
Every story with you is a
Look
girl.
at this
What's going on?
Lothario.
Well,
Did she have tats? Did she have a
no,
a
she
mom's
didn't. She was
tat?
a handful. She
Did
was
you
nuts. It
finger
was like my
blast her
first
during the
girlfriend.
Morrissey show?
No, God, no, we didn't. I didn't finger her. Do it. I did. Oh,
Easy,
come on, I want to get
boy,
into all this.
Jesus. Kulop takes off, and then other people make irreverent comments.
I'm
yeah, this
sorry.
has turned into like a locker room.
Yeah, it sure is.
I'm just trying to fit in with you bros.
Right on.
I guess it's not working. Let's
I never
move
fi- oh,
on.
I fingered a girl at a UFC match.
What?
Oh, my God,
Why?
Brendan.
I don't know.
That
She let me do it.
I swear to God, that is like some
Does Bone Zone
testimony
have
at a date rape
sponsors?
trial.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is horrific. Okay, moving up from number 4 to number 3, Daft Punk with Get Lucky.
You really nailed that.
This is still around, huh?
Yeah.
There's one song I'm hoping is on the charts. It's been stuck in my head for 5 days.
Let me guess. Blurred Lines.
I don't know what it's called, maybe.
Sing
It
it.
probably is.
I smashed my car into a
Oh,
bridge
no.
and I don't blah, 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 blah.
I do love that song, but
I don't care.
it's not on the charts anymore.
I love
but it
it.
is a jam. I like
Like
it too.
Corner Pop with I Don't Care.
Yes.
I love that song.
It's a great
Yes,
song.
it is a fantastic song.
That's a song that even a guy can rally behind, even though it's kind of a woman railing on her older
It's
boyfriend.
about smashing
Right.
cars into things and
Yeah.
not giving a shit.
Right.
It's
Throwing
like,
his shit down
it's
the
like
stairs.
Grand Theft Auto. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's like ABBA. You don't have to be female to enjoy
You
it.
have to be a Swede to enjoy it.
No.
Swede.
Hey,
Yeah.
what about-
Did you want more facts about this Daft Punk song? Because I have them here on the
Oh,
script.
go for it.
That it spent 16 weeks on the Canadian Hot 100 and it peaked at number 2. It did not make it to number 1, surprisingly.
Wow.
I'm actually
Speaking
really
of
surprised about
peaking
that.
number 2, I got to use the restroom.
Oh,
Hey!
Jesus. I thought you were going
This
to make
is
a Molly
locker room.
reference. Oh, you're peeking.
I got a
guess you
number
can peek.
turtle head.
Great.
Wow.
I did
Great.
rush
I'm not
over here.
responsible for that.
I didn't have to.
You didn't have time for
I didn't
your
have time to stop
body
at home.
functions.
Yeah, I was
No.
gonna get changed and everything. Shower.
Would have been nice. What about Canada? As far as, are they fair to lady artists? Are they keeping this off the charts because it's a lady?
What, the Iconopop?
Yeah, there you go. Yes.
It might have been popular there first.
Yeah.
Maybe it already.
It's been
maybe it had
out for ages. I'm sure it was in the charts
Okay.
when it was out.
All right. Thank you. Good, serious answer to that question. All right. I doubt they are. I doubt they are purposely trying to keep a lady group out of the number 1 spot.
How many chicks are in
Look,
that
you
group?
don't know. I just told you I walked by and saw a giant Confederate flag, so it's like you don't know. Maybe they're a nation of secret, weird, conservative lady haters who do get together to keep women off the charts.
That's true. That's what the Confederacy was all about.
It's
It was
all about
anti-women.
keeping women down.
Yeah.
Also black people, but mainly women.
This is an alternate history of the
It is.
North American
I'm
continent.
just saying, somebody who has that flag probably isn't like a feminist.
Hey, what about you, Brendon? Do you get confused for a Canadian? You've got a look that could pass for Canadian.
I don't think I've ever been confused for Canadian. I've told people I was Canadian. I think.
Yeah.
When I was traveling abroad.
All right.
Oh, well, sure. I have too.
Because you don't want people to hate you.
Exactly.
You'd
I've
be
done
like,
that a ton.
I'm American. I'm sorry.
Right. So
Yeah.
you keep it. Do you eat fries with mayonnaise to disguise your identity?
I like fries with mayonnaise.
Me too.
I don't know why that's a weird thing. It's delicious.
Me too. And you know, there's a lot of drive-throughs that still aren't ready for you when you know what I mean. A
Yeah.
lot of them, they'll have a little packet and they'll hand it to you. And some of them,
Some of them don't even have
they're
packets.
they
hairy.
even-
You know what they'll do? They'll give you like the top of a Frosty lid upside
Oh, and then
down.
it's like, oh,
with
totally.
mayonnaise
Like
in
it's
it.
a little dish of mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's no good.
Do they
Yeah.
even have packets of mayonnaise at like McDonald's?
That's what I'm saying. A lot of them are ready for you and they have it. And then some, they have to do it makeshift style. They're like Walter White in there. They're flipping things over. They're filling it with goo.
Blue mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's weird because I would argue that people put mayonnaise on other things. It's not just for fries.
I
People are
would
going to put it on
argue
their
it-
burgers and stuff too.
That's a solid
So why would they
argument.
not have?
Well, they
packets?
probably
Thank
have
you.
it in their.
Mayonnaise was invented to put on things.
It was, and therefore you should have packets of it at the ready.
Well, I think when they put it on a hamburger, they're not looking to rip open a little packet every time. They've got themselves
Big
a lever,
gun.
and it comes out. But
Right.
a lot of times, that's probably what they're filling up the Frosty lid with when they run back there to deal with my request.
I don't eat fast food.
Nice. Congrats. How long has that been going on?
Oh, forever. 10, 15 years maybe.
Wow.
Really?
15 at least.
How do you write stand-up bits without going through drive-through?
I just listen to other comedians talk about going through drive-thrus and then take little secret notes.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a solid chunk on why
I've never had
mayonnaise should be readily available in packets,
Nah.
based
is
on
it?
my solid argument that I just
steer
presented.
clear of that stuff.
Hey,
Those
what-
topics are too
What
much.
is the why behind that? Why?
You know, I figure it's choose your battles. You know, like I feel like I do enough bad things with my body. I don't need to be eating the lowest common denominator food. Well, you know what? I didn't eat meat for a while. There was a phase. Again, it had to do with I was dating a girl that didn't eat meat.
Sure.
Right.
And I got into that for a little while. So, of course, there goes your fast food. You can't really eat any of that. But
Right.
And then when I started doing comedy, I really decided like none of that shit's on the radar. Because then I was drinking, gallons of beer a weekend. And it's like if I was eating Burger King too on top, I'd be a big fat guy.
That's right. And you've got to watch your look and stay trim because you're in show business.
I
Looks
know.
count.
Trying to drop a few lbs now.
Wow.
Doing the no carbs.
Oh, yeah. That's one way I've tried that, and it worked brilliantly.
It works. It works. When I did my special, I dropped like 20 pounds pretty quick, just laying off bread and potatoes. But I stopped drinking in January. Quit drinking booze.
I want to get a pen to write down these diet tips
and
that
I went
you
a
guys
little-
are giving me.
Went a little cupcake crazy for
Wow.
a few months.
Yeah, I've got a half of one right here that I'll probably be finishing after the show.
Really that icing on the table just
Well,
Yeah,
bothering the
that's
hell
looks
out
like
of
the
me.
mayonnaise. Now I've got some crumbs. I like to introduce my new character, Cuppy.
R. Crumb.
R. Crumb. There he is.
Nicely done.
Beautiful. Hey, we know, April, that you seriously feel like Taco Bell, this is serious, is the best restaurant on earth.
Okay. But, yeah, I do. I'm a huge fan of Taco Bell.
Whoa. Let me clarify. That includes sit-down places. You're saying it's the best restaurant.
Yeah, only half jokingly. But I will say, I haven't eaten there in a couple months. I have not, because I also am trying to eat less fast food.
It's like not real food.
No, I know that. I know all of that.
Right.
I still think it's delicious.
I don't know how people do that.
But I really haven't eaten there in a couple months because of my own also personal, like, I eat tons of candy and cupcakes and stuff. Like, I don't need to eat fast food on top of that.
Great. This is a great informational.
It is.
Who charted?
It
All right,
is.
what do we got coming in at number 2?
I like how I get shit after you guys traded diet tips for like 10 minutes. All right, up 1 to number 2.
Number 2.
I'm afraid I might mispronounce this, but Avicii with
That's
Wake
it.
Me Up.
Yep.
So wake me up when it's all
Ugh. See?
Yeah.
What is this, country
No, this
R&B?
sounds like Rusted
dance.
Root or something.
Oh, God.
No, it'll probably kick in and get worse.
Oh, it's the worst.
See, this is what I was
Just when
saying.
you
Canada will throw something in there.
Yeah,
that's
this
just
is number
we would never
2.
accept.
And it's
Let's hear
been 6 weeks on the chart.
Well, it's not even going anywhere. It's just doing that.
People who listen to this just eat mayonnaise straight out of the package.
Yeah, they just
Spoon
guzzle
it.
it. Yeah.
Ugh. Oh, this is the worst.
Yeah, it is. I like a lot of the modern EDM music, electronic dance music, which is probably what that was about to turn into. But I think up there in France are up there calibrated a little differently up there.
They got country music is kind of big up in
Yeah, they
certain
have
parts of
acoustic
Canada.
But that
stuff,
sounded, that was almost like
But there's like
redneck,
R&B
like Cotton Eye
country.
Joe, where it's like country,
Yeah, that
but
was
it's
like
also like oonce,
skiffle.
oonce. Yeah. Not a good combo.
I don't want it. I don't like it.
Brandon, what if a lady you were dating listened to that? What would happen?
Just wouldn't happen.
Really?
I wouldn't. If I got in a car and that was playing, I'd be like, yeah, we can't
What
do
if you were
that.
a little deeper?
Even on the first date, it's immediately you would just be like,
Oh, especially
pull
on the
over.
first
That's what
date.
she's saying.
Yeah.
But I think, what if it was a little deeper? You're in 2 weeks, you like her otherwise, but then she shows an affinity.
I'd start noticing other things that were wrong with her. Because that can't be the only thing wrong with you if you're listening to that.
True.
You know, I'd be like,
That's just the tip of the iceberg.
You guys
Yeah.
are tough customers.
Well, I think what Brendan's saying is that a lot of times people put their best foot forward early in the relationship, but then the little cracks start to form, little
Sure.
fissures where you can get a look into the future that you wouldn't enjoy. A dystopian world where you're stuck with a girl who listens to
R&B country.
R&B country, totally.
R&B
Cotton Eye
country
Joe.
dance. I mean, yeah, there'd have to be other problems there.
Yeah.
Sorry, ladies, if you like that, but old BW isn't gonna.
It's good to
OBW
know.
won't.
Taking it off my
ain't
playlist
taking
when
you off
I
the
get
table.
home.
All right, what do we got at number 1?
Okay, you know it, you love it.
Hang
In
on,
again,
let's do this official. Coming
Okay.
in at number 1.
number 1. We've got Robin Thicke with Blurred Lines.
That's why I'ma make a good girl. I know you want it.
And this has been on the chart for 17 weeks.
That's feel good. That's a feel good tune.
Feel good song.
It's great.
Hey, guys.
It's great
It's
if
all
you don't
like
listen to the words.
scientifically made though, like all these songs, you know.
Well,
It's
that's like
this
super
is
based on
like-
a Marvin Gaye song, so it's kind of like,
Oh, it is.
you know, of course it's going to be rad.
I was watching the news, you know, the 12 or the 1 o'clock news that's on after Maury.
Yeah.
Should we?
I'm listening, guys.
They're showing there's a parody of that song because of the mayor in San Diego.
Yeah,
Some
they made-
morning zoo crew did a parody.
Yeah.
Nothing funnier than a morning
Oh,
zoo
no,
crew doing a
not at
parody
all.
of a popular tune.
No. You know, it gives it a second life. You know, the song's maybe waning a little bit, and then these local crews put a parody together that'll just resurrect it and send
Totally.
it back up the
Give
charts.
it new life.
This is TikTok and Jagger with Sheila in the morning on a Jaguar.
Hey, what about Blurred Lines? Have you ever, Brendon, moved a relationship forward, if you know what I'm saying, while that song was playing?
That song?
Have you ever in the past few months?
That song just came out, right?
Song's been out all summer. People have been consummating their soup to it all
I
summer.
did. I have not banged to that song yet.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I have. I did meet a lady in Australia in April.
Oh boy.
and she's coming, but she's coming tomorrow. She's gonna stay for a month.
Whoa,
Long
a
distance
month?
lady.
Yeah, she already came over once too. Yeah, it's serious.
Wow.
I like her.
She's going to stay at your place for a month?
Yeah, we're gonna do some traveling, but she's gonna.
Where are
be
you
here
going to
for a
go?
month. She's going on the road with me, dude. We're going to Denver next week,
Whoa.
and then
She's going to find out if she can.
Napa.
Wait, did you meet her in Australia when you were doing comedy there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is at that Melbourne?
So she knows
festival.
what she's in for?
She already came out and hung out for a few weeks, like in May.
What color is her hair?
It's rojo.
Oh, boy.
She's a ginger idiot.
Oh, easy. Wow. What does that
I could
mean?
say that. She's on a plane right now. She's up in the air for 17 hours.
What's,
Stupid fat
She's not
bitch
gonna
coming to
fucking
visit
know.
me.
Wow.
Big fat idiot.
You know what kind of relationship you're going to have? Do you ever watch Storage Wars?
Yeah.
Not that guy. There's another guy who's
The
abusive. to his
Jared
lady.
and
Oh, the couple.
Jared and
the-
Brandy.
yeah.
I don't like their relationship. In fact, it keeps me from watching the show more because
I
I don't
don't-
like the way they treat each other.
I already came and went with that show.
Yeah.
I can't watch any more of these fake reality
Yeah,
shows.
it's so
Right.
fake.
Because that Storage Wars, it's so fake. It's so set up like. Me and you go through some storage lockers for a month.
I would
It's
do
just gonna
that
be
with
old
you. I would
mattresses
do that
and
with you.
sneakers. There's never a fucking Civil War cannonball hiding in the back. Like
Well-
every single locker, like whoa, what do we got here? Oh, it's Amelia Earhart's flying hat.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, really? Along with the socks and that like particle board bedroom set.
Listen, I've got I had a storage facility for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and if things would have went south for me and I had to leave that behind, there was treasures there that people would have found.
But like what?
vintage toys,
Yeah, okay. Well,
old action figures.
I'm not saying you're not gonna
Yeah.
find anything, but every
two
episode
Playboys.
and that Pawn Star show too. I can't take that anymore because they're trying to make that a sitcom between Chumley and the old guy.
Yeah, that I don't. That one seems even more set up.
Duck Dynasty pisses me off too. Never watched it. I just based on the commercials. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that one either.
Screw you guys.
I don't want to glorify the slaughter of the ducks. I'll tell you what.
You know what I do like?
Or you could tell me something. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. No, because I just Naked and Afraid. Have you seen that? They
Yeah.
dropped two people off in the jungle with no clothes on.
But again, that's also, it's like the cameraman. I love
no, that's a
anyone
good
that's
one.
framed like survivalist when it's like all you have to do is go, hey, cameraman.
Well, the
Can you
camera
help me
people
out?
are instructed not to interfere unless it's a medical emergency.
Okay. And you think that's on the up and up?
Of course it is. Yeah, because these people get they got to survive. They're eating snakes and stuff.
Right.
Hot topic.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's
You
all
had
right.
Something important. to say.
The Chartist, we'll catch up to that on a different episode when Kulop's here to rein it in and keep it tight.
I'm sorry.
You and
No,
Kulop
no.
should go on Naked and Afraid.
Well, that would be good.
Yeah. It's always a guy and a girl.
Can we do it at Scott's at her house with Auckerman?
Do it in her backyard.
With Rocky?
Yeah, eat their dog.
Totally.
I can find something to eat out in that yard.
Well, I
Sure.
mean, there's like a restaurant right down the street, probably.
like right behind them.
There's a Bob's Big Boy.
That's right.
Within a few kilometers,
That's
and I
true.
would go there.
Kilometers.
The Beatles ate there. All right. I think we're going to take a quick break. Is that what it says?
It is what it says.
All right, send us
All
to
right.
a break, April.
Let's take a quick break, and then we're going to come back with the highest grossing shark movies.
On what show?
On Who Charted?
On what show?
Who Charted?
Who Charted?
Hey, you guys, welcome back to Who Charted. Is that psyched enough for you?
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Do you want me to go ahead and get started on the second chart?
Hang on. Before we get to that,
Uh-huh.
how you doing? Brendan's drawing on the table.
Hi, man.
He's drawing a beautiful portrait of himself. It's actually really good.
Picture myself.
It's really good.
Hey, that's great. All right. Yeah, why don't we get into that next chart?
All right. According to Box Office Mojo.
Hang on.
Oh. Forgot about the live song.
Movies, they're just like tweets. They release them constantly. Most of them we don't need to see. But when you get a good one, ooh-wee, movies.
All right. The highest grossing shark movies, 1975 to present.
Wow. You
Yeah.
know what? I'm not going to guess because a guess would be a little bit easy on this one.
You think so?
So why don't we start at the top? And I'm hoping you're going to say what I think you are.
All right, you want me to go ahead and get into it then?
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
Number 5,
Coming in at number 5.
we got Deep Blue Sea.
Advanced research
Really?
facility in
That's
the
what I
world.
want you to say. LL
Is it
Cool
really?
J, yep. Deep Blue Sea.
glassy
Bigger.
surface.
Deffer. My head is like a shark's fin. This had a great theme soundtrack. Check out the theme song by LL Cool J, James Todd Smith. And this was about making sharks. They were doing cancer research with sharks, and they made the sharks real smart. And in essence, that's what we are as humans. We share the same jaw as the shark, and the shark became us. Did it not?
I actually just read something today. I think that a shark's body structure can't support its own weight, so that's why they die like immediately when they're on land. Like their own bodies kind of collapse in on themselves.
Right. Like as if you went to space.
Is it?
Yeah, it's harsher gravity, so you wouldn't be able to stand up to it.
By the way, I'm sure you guys talked about this, but did you watch Sharknado?
Yes, I did with Ian Ziering.
Yeah,
and
yeah. As a shark
He
aficionado.
came over to the place and watched it with
Yeah,
me.
he
Yeah.
came over. He said, "Hey, wasn't I great as a dad who was trying to save people from a storm that is blowing sharks?" I'll tell you what I didn't like about that movie. It was raining the whole time.
Oh yeah.
You
Well,
know
didn't
what-
you see in some of the footage it was like Japan and stuff, like some of the stock footage of the constant
No,
rain.
that's
It was. It had
fantastic.
like signs, Japanese signs and stuff.
That's probably why it was raining so much.
Yeah.
I like Jaws because Jaws has a little bit of sunshine to it. Sharknado, it felt like it could have been fall. It could have been some other part of the season.
Right.
You know what I like? It's that movie Anaconda, giant snake,
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Kari War.
and Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. That's right.
Says,
And was Jennifer
right.
Lopez in that one too?
J Lo and Owen Wilson was in that, and so was
Star-studded.
Angelina Jolie's dad.
My favorite line. My favorite line from that is they find they're in a swamp and there's a snake skin. You know, it shed its skin in there. It's huge, and Ice Cube goes, "They got snakes out here this big.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Wait.
Is that?
They got snakes out here this big.
Do you mean they got snakes out here this big?
They got snakes out here this big."
You have to look angrier. You have to have those perma-pissed eyebrows he has.
Yeah, he's one angry guy.
Hey, whose bit is that, by the way?
What? They got snakes out here this big?
Yeah.
Somebody's got bit?
Yeah, I thought you were doing the comedian whose bit that is.
Oh, I didn't know
I thought
somebody
you were
had
just
a
doing a
bit
spot-on
surrounded
Ice
that.
Cube impression.
It wasn't very good.
It was
They got snakes out here. I can't do it.
That's funny, because when I was doing it with you, I was just trying to do the comic, trying to figure it out as I said it. But
I don't know.
Cross
If-
signals, sir.
Whatever comic that is, you know, I'm not ripping you off, but it's my bit now.
oh no, yeah, it is. Yeah, Anaconda bit will take you far. Try that up in Napa Valley with your Australian lady friend.
That's right.
Yeah, what about that? You know, I don't know that sharks will ever get those powerful abilities during our lifetime.
Oh, to just jump out of the water and bite people and stuff?
Yeah, and they get smart enough to figure out how to let themselves out of cages and
Right.
stuff.
Right.
You never know.
But you do. That's true, you guys. You never know. All right, what's next?
All right, coming in at number 4, we've got Jaws 2.
Ooh,
Yeah.
never seen it.
I haven't either, actually.
Really?
It was released in June 1978, and opening weekend it made $9.8 million, and overall total gross was $81.7 million.
Yeah, this one I've seen about the first 15 minutes because they have Mayor Larry Vaughn at a catered affair, but I just couldn't do it. It was laying there, and it was as if like Jaws hadn't been directed by Spielberg, and it was just directed by some schlub, and it just wasn't jumping off the screen. And I thought, I don't want to ruin my love for it by watching this thing drag out, so I haven't seen it.
Did you ever see Jaws 3D? Or Jaws 4?
Which is the one with the water ski? A lot of water skiing.
Are they coming right at the camera a lot?
Yeah, I
That's
would
probably
say
the 3D
probably
one.
3D.
Are they coming
Yeah,
around?
you're walking me through that beautifully. You're helping me through that.
I have no idea. I have only seen Jaws. I've only seen Original Recipe. That's it.
That's
None of
the
the
way to
rest.
do it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie, Brendon?
Favorite movie of all time?
You know, doesn't
That's a
you don't have
tough
to
one.
nail it, but what's one that you really love?
You know what I watched again recently that I really like is this movie called Time Crimes. It's a Spanish movie. It's great. It's a time travel movie. It's so entertaining, front to back.
Is it a recent film?
Yeah, it came out. Maybe it's like 6 years old.
Wow.
Perhaps. Something like that.
Wow.
So they've raised the bar for you.
I'm telling you, Time Crimes. It's it's a bummer you got to read it, but
Okay.
Yeah, but-
because it's subtitled. But it's one of the most original. It's so fun. It's so good and keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Do you not have a problem though with when I watch movies that involve time travel? I always kind of have a problem that there are no hard and fast rules to time travel.
This is different. It's
Like,
not
every
like a
movie
big.
seems-
You can't even really call it a science fiction movie. It's not. It doesn't. It's not all futuristic. It's.
Okay.
I don't really know how to explain it without giving anything away.
Is it possible
real good.
to get a parking ticket or even impounded and towed in a time machine? Is that possible?
No, of course it wouldn't be, because if you did, you would just go back in time to
But if
before
it's
you got the
impounded,
ticket.
you couldn't get it. What if you didn't have the money to get it out?
Yeah, then you would just steal the money. I'm going to figure this out as if it's a serious question. You would just steal the money, go get it, go back in time, give that person back their money before they even know you stole it.
Is that possible, Brenda, what she just said?
Well, I mean, you gotta. I don't know. You know, there's a lot of X factors in there.
So is she right? Is a time travel movie too much work in the noggin to even watch because of this type
That's
of
not what
thing?
I said. It's not too much work. It's that they seem to never. It's the same. I don't care about vampires, but I feel the same way about vampire movies. Is that they all seem to follow their own. If you're gonna have a time travel thing, there should be hard and fast rules. Like, if you go back in time and do this, then this happened. Like, they just don't follow any set of rules, and there's zero consequences ever when there's time travel.
Well, this is a
like
good
that
movie.
kind of annoys me.
No, this is a good movie. It'll
Oh, yeah?
knock your socks
Okay,
off. Yeah.
okay.
Because it's so like it doesn't. It's not super complicative.
Okay, they've both reiterated their points.
And
Yours say it's
You
confusing.
are not pleased with us
Well, you
today, I
say-
feel.
It's good. No, I'm keeping up. I'm wrangling.
you know what else is good? Insidious. I just watched that for
Ooh.
the first time. That's a scary movie.
What is
Yeah,
that?
I'm not into
Is that a horror
Kid gets
situation?
haunted.
Okay.
Their kid gets haunted.
Yeah,
Their house is haunted first, then their kid,
right,
and then they move their kid to another place, and then that's haunted too.
right. A lot of loud. Do you get any of these in there? Do you get any
There's
noises?
some noises. You know, it's a well done horror movie. I liked it better than The Conjuring. I thought The Conjuring was very
I heard
formulaic.
that's super scary.
That's what people were saying, but it's kind of it borrows from a lot of great scary movies. It's heavily from the Amityville Horror.
Oh, yeah?
If you've seen Amityville Horror, The Conjuring's not going to be that scary.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't want to see a dark, gothic-y looking horror movie in the middle of my July or
Right.
my August. Give me that stuff when
Winter.
summer's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Around Halloween.
Yeah.
Perfect
October.
time.
Even better.
Good time
Perfect
to watch a scary
You
movie.
know, I was thinking about this with Christmas again. Because I saw Brian Setzer is already pushing his Christmas tour. I saw that in the LA Weekly. Today's issue, you flip open, you're still in the heart of summer right now.
Right.
And you're looking at Christmas ads. No good.
No.
Does he tour every Christmas? Is that a thing
yeah,
he
that's
does?
his thing.
What
And
is
then-
it, like Rockin' Jingle Bells?
Yeah, like a rockabilly
review or
Christmas.
something?
Yeah, and then I saw him one time, and he tells Dick Clark. Dick Clark goes, "Well, what are you going to do now that the show's over?" And he goes, "I'm going to go look for somebody warm to hold on to."
Yeah. That dude lives it.
Brian shared with Dick, and that was nice. But what I was going to say is, winter, it's depressing, right? Think back before they had a Christmas.
Right.
Winter sets in, and there's nothing really to look forward to.
Right.
The kids have it's cold, it's setting in, and it's going to be cold for a while.
You're talking before Christmas came out?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I'm thinking Christmas was probably invented because
we need somebody.
we need a pick-me-up in the
Yeah,
middle
yeah.
of this thing.
Well, you know, you go to Australia. It's warm out during Christmas.
Summer.
That's
Christmas
right.
summer.
That's
Summer.
right.
You should split your time.
You know, I am thinking about that. We're putting together like a
Podcasts are huge in Australia.
Yeah, they're
People
huge.
like podcasts.
Yeah, but people love the summer tour, and we're thinking of taking it maybe to the down under,
Yeah, November
do it.
through Feb.
Nav
should.
through Feb.
Yeah.
Nav through Feb, mate.
How
You
about this?
numpty.
While your ginger is here,
Yeah.
we swap apartments, and
House swap, totally.
and I stay at her place. I could look through her stuff for you,
Yeah, yeah.
I could, whatever you need
He's
me to
offering
do.
his services.
Read her diary.
Yeah.
Read her
You know
diary.
what she's really thinking about, old BW.
That's right.
Ooh.
I think she's already got that sorted out for this trip. I think her friend Becky's staying there.
Ooh,
Oh,
shout
Becky.
out to Becky.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, most of those Australians live on the coast. Go ahead.
All right, number 3. Aren't you supposed to be like number 3?
We only do that on one or on random ones that I decide.
Oh, okay. Fair
you guys
enough.
should do a practice one of these before you start
This
doing it
is-
for
this-
real.
We
I
did. This
think
is
we're
the
doing-
second time. I guess I'm doing worse the second time. I'm sorry about that. But number 3 is Shark Tale.
Shark Tale.
Yes.
Does that count? That's a cartoon.
Anyone stop the
It's still about sharks.
Technically, she's right.
Call bullshit on this chart.
Bull shark.
I'm gonna protest this chart.
This made
Okay.
$47.6 million its opening weekend and had a total gross of $160.8 million.
What I wonder about this, is it doing sharks a disservice
When you punched me.
by giving them these dopey personalities? Is it making them a joke?
They probably got some kids killed. The
Right.
shark seems fun.
And then
Some
they-
kids
yeah.
probably go out try to pet a shark and
Trying to
then boom.
hug it.
Right.
And then, yeah.
Call you
And that
Lefty
is-
from now on.
That's true. You know, that just happened in Maui. A 20-year-old girl was snorkeling and she got her arm bitten off.
Oh, really?
Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, so too soon.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you what, summer's not going out easy. It may be leaving, but it's not going out easy. It'll take an arm. It'll take a limb on its way out.
Yeah.
Good talk.
That's why I don't go in the ocean.
I don't
Do,
either.
do you not? You don't go in there?
I'm not cut out for my skin ain't. Yeah, it's cheap Irish skin, man.
I don't
I'm
go
not.
to-
I'm not
Irish-
olive.
Irish has an ocean. Irish
Ireland. Irish land
yeah,
does.
but yeah,
That
I
is
can
good
get a
point.
sunburn when it's 58 degrees and overcast.
Is that true?
Yeah.
It doesn't work out.
Same for you, April. You can't.
I love the beach. I go to the beach all day long. I don't like to swim deep in the ocean because of the creatures.
Right, but how?
They
But you'll
scare
go
me.
in up to your head.
I'll go like waist deep. I'll go waist deep. It
You will-
depends.
wow.
When I went to
Alright.
Greece, I swam in the Mediterranean because you can see forever. You can see.
Right, you could see through it.
But if you can't see the bottom of something, I'm not
So
trying
you
to
feel
dive
like
in.
if you saw the shark coming, you'd have time to get away.
Yes, I kind of do. I need to see what's coming.
All right.
Yeah.
I could do without the beach.
Without it.
Yeah,
At
yeah. I mean,
all.
you know, I mean, I like that it's there, but I don't. The Dead Milkmen have a song about that.
Yeah, I was.
I
gonna
always
ask you
related
about
to that.
Didn't we see them together?
Yeah, yeah. We talked to Rodney Anonymous to the point where we were trying to get away from him.
Yeah.
It was
so
super
great.
cool that we were like, oh, this is great. And then we're like, oh, this guy won't shut
Like
up.
this guy's no friends.
I can't tell him I loved his band that many more times. Though Rodney was great. That was at what? The Fun, what is it called?
Fun Festival.
Yeah,
I would
Fun,
like to
Fun
go back
Fest
to
in
that.
Austin.
That was,
Yeah.
Me too.
at the risk of sounding redundant, it was very fun.
It was a lot of fun. I remember Trail of Dead was there.
How many years ago was this?
Danzig was
about
there.
4 years ago?
You guys
Yeah,
didn't hang out
probably
with Danzig?
09.
Yeah.
09. Jesus Lizard was there.
Yeah.
No, we didn't hang out with everybody.
Nope. I
Tim
think
and Eric.
Tim and Eric. Yeah, we did a show. It's dusty. I know that. It's dusty, and it's across from a pizza
It
restaurant.
was really dusty. That's right.
Yeah.
It's in a park. But fun time. Good lineup. Rat-a-tat. They put on a
Rat-a-tat
good
was there.
show.
Mm-hmm.
Dead Milkmen stood on the side of the stage, watched the Dead Milkmen. 12-year-old Brendon was very proud of however old I was then, Brendon.
Right.
Very proud.
I
What an achievement.
think of that a lot. I'm like, you
Yeah.
know what? 14-year-old me would think this is pretty cool.
It's
Yeah.
true. But
That's
then,
what I think, like, every
what
day.
about all the other stuff, though? You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to give yourself credit for watching Dead Milkman, what if he watched you like, oh, this is him doing laundry?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm very aware of that, too, where I'm like, I didn't think this was going to be where I was at this point in my life. But, you know, it could be a lot worse.
It could be a
Yeah.
lot worse.
14-year-old Brennan would be probably really psyched that you're dating a hot Australian lady.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 14-year-old Brendon would be amazed at how much...
Would
How much
14-year-old
push you
Brendon...
crossed?
Wow.
What's that?
Would 14-year-old Brendon be impressed that you're dating 14-year-old Australian girl?
Yeah. That's legal in Australia, so...
Can I ask you when this started?
I am smoking the blue cigarette a la Steven Dorff.
Yes. the
Let's
door-
take our freedom
Yes.
back.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm doing this is because I was in a hermit stage there for a while, and now I'm going out. I'm hitting the clubs, the dance clubs, the bars, the hot spots, the molly dens.
Sure.
And when you're doing that, people want to go out and smoke. And eventually you're going to go, hey, give me one of those. And then you're taking on 47 different types of carcinogens. This, all I'm taking on is nicotine. And I get 400 puffs for about $9.
So-
Let's take our freedom.
You're hitting up all the clubs with your electronic cigarette and your whiskey spritzer.
Brendan,
Both
I
of
don't know
them.
if you've seen this.
What's that? You spray whiskey in your mouth?
Yes, he does.
You might think it's a Banaka Blast. Jack Daniels. Give it a shot.
Get out of here. Well, I don't want it. I stopped drinking.
I just
Oh,
wanted
that's
to
right.
prove.
You were
Wow,
tempted,
you're living
though.
real clean.
This
So
almost
no
got you
fast
off
food
the
and no
wagon.
drinking?
Yeah.
Wow.
This almost got you off the wagon, huh?
Oh, it's not. I'm not like, I'm not one of those AA
Teetotalers.
people who's like, yeah, I'm not doing any kind of program. I'm not one of those guys who's like, oh, wait, I can't have rum cake or,
Right.
Right.
or oh, wait, the vanilla extract has, like Tom Hanks on Family Ties.
Yeah.
Can't
oh,
have
totally.
kombucha.
Yes. Or like use
I could do it.
mouthwash
I
or
still
anything.
like, I'll put some like because I still go to bars a lot. I'll get a club soda with a little bit of bitters and lime. Bitters is alcohol, but you put a splash in there, so it's not.
Right.
You'd have to drink like 97 of them to get a buzz.
Right.
But you pour a little booze into the 14-year-old's cup.
Well, I got to sneak it out to her. She's got to wait in the car.
Oh, she's out in the car
She's out in the car playing with the radio.
listening to Avicii.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I'll be boozing it up again. For now, it's all right. It's getting to be a bit much. I can not that I was doing anything crazy, but I can just drink. I don't fall down. I could drink like a whole bottle of Jameson and then go out on the town. And it's just like health wise, it's probably not good.
No, I heard that cutting alcohol is good for you.
You did?
Yeah.
There's no downside. Well, we talked about this last night. There's really no downside to it.
Not really.
No, you hang out with less booze bags.
Yeah.
You realize, oh, wow, a lot of my friends are just raging alcoholics.
Yeah, when I was in Portland, there was a lot of drinking going on, and I thought, wow.
Yeah.
They're doing that.
Wow.
I'm past that point myself.
Well, everything just gets loud. Like, after at a certain point when everybody's wasted, you see that you're not missing anything.
Right.
And then the next day, everybody's just apologizing to each other. I don't know. I'm
Right.
sorry if I.
And they're sad.
Yeah.
And they're hungover. And then they're telling their stories as if something really incredible happened. And
Yeah.
Maybe it was. Hey, what do we got at number
Yeah,
two?
I'm sorry, I have zero input on this. Okay, number 2, we've got Jaws.
Never heard of it.
There is a creature alive
What?
today.
Wait, whoa.
That's right.
Don't-
Number
Survived
2.
Don't give this away. But I can't believe there's a shark movie that's made more than Jaws. And don't tell us. Let's wait.
I won't tell you.
Oh, this is
But-
box office? This is
all
Highest
time.
grossing shark movies from 1975 to present. Jaws is number 2 with a total gross of $260 million.
I don't think it's even really fair, and maybe it should be a government should maybe subsidize this. Jaws should be at number 1.
The
just for
government subsidized Jaws' box office receipts.
But it should, even if it's artificially kept up. It just
Right.
it doesn't seem to
I
me
mean,
it's
are
fair that
they-
when you make a movie like that about sharks, that
That
something
arguably
else.
created the shark movie genre.
There you go.
But
Yeah.
this is $260 million in 1978 dollars.
Right,
Like, I mean,
1975.
that's
There you
like
go.
$3 billion in
Sure it is.
2013
That's right.
Yeah.
bucks.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
So
I agree.
the whole system's
It doesn't.
flawed.
Yeah, it doesn't say these are
Sorry,
adjusted
but
for
I'm walking
inflation. So
He's gone. Brendan's gone.
I'm out of here. You guys
done.
have fun with your bullshit festival you call a chart show.
Hey, oh Jesus! You know what I'm getting?
Oh, I forgot we're on video. It's
You know what,
my
Brendan?
sound effect leaving isn't working.
You would be an effective. What's his name? Dreyfus.
Richard Dreyfuss?
Hooper.
Oh yeah, very
Oh, yeah?
convincing.
Yeah, I lost it for a second. You'd be a great hooper.
Thanks, man.
Let's remake Jaws, you guys.
I don't know a line. that I
Oh,
can
how about
recite.
say?
Let's do a shot for shot remake.
Say, ha ha ha. Yeah, there you go.
That's
a
pretty
good
good.
Dreyfus.
It's pretty good.
Ha, ha,
It's not as good as
ha,
your Ice Cube, but it's pretty good.
Haha, they got snakes out here this big.
ha.
combo impression.
Oh, from
That was
Yeah,
Richard
it's
Dreyfuss doing
as
Ice
Ice
Cube's
Cube.
line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
From
I thought you meant,
Anaconda.
Yeah.
I thought you meant Combo from Breaking Bad. It's a character.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big fan of that show now that I'm caught up.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, that's a good show, huh?
Yes.
Can't wait for the next one.
The next what? The next episode?
The next
next-
episode,
yeah.
Sunday, I have a reason to live for 4 more weeks, 5 more weeks.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay, well, how do you want me to handle this then? This number one.
Oh, coming
Do you
in at number one.
Number
one.
one.
Number 1.
Finding Nemo.
I figured.
See, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's
That's not even a
animated.
shark movie.
Finding
It's not.
Nemo, total gross $380.8 million.
I'm with you,
It's a
Brendon.
cartoon, and it's about a goldfish.
Exactly.
Yeah,
There's a
exactly.
shark in it for what, a few minutes? But that
Yeah.
Hey,
still
you know
counts?
what? I just watched most of this movie on a plane recently.
Uh-huh.
There's a turtle who's like, "Oh, dude, what's up, dude?" I hate it. It's the worst stoner impression I ever heard. Whoever did the
Who's
turtle.
voicing it?
Well, I looked it up. It's the guy who
And?
directed it.
Oh, really? I was
Yeah.
going to say Jim Brewer.
No.
Yeah,
See,
that's
that
a
would have been a
guess.
good call. A guy who actually knows what he's doing. But this is like somebody doing an impression of somebody who does an impression of a stoner. Drives me nuts.
It is.
And I'm boycotting this list.
This whole
Well,
list.
we love to hang on to you here at the show.
I'm gonna go Westboro Baptist Church on this list. I'm gonna get some of my friends. We're gonna protest this list.
Where will you protest?
In front of the vapor store next door?
I don't know, man.
How about in front of the aquarium? How about that?
We'll go down to the aquarium. I'll take this list home with me.
And we'll make something happen. All right, that was a great list. Inaccurate in my book, but that's.
You got to take it up with boxofficemojo.com. Go protest outside of their headquarters.
I'm not mad at them. I'm just. It should be adjusted for inflation, like Brendon says.
It should be.
Adjusted for inflation, but there should have been regulations like the amount of minutes the shark appears in the movie.
And the movie should
like
be a
that,
shark
too.
movie
yeah,
too.
whether or not
Yeah.
it was fully focused on a shark, or if the shark is a supporting character.
Right. But is there any shark movies that you feel were left off the list unfairly?
I don't know actually.
Mega shark versus giant octopus,
There
or
you
whatever
go.
that is.
Yeah, mega shark, mega.
No, but wasn't there another? What was the other? Around the same time as Deep Blue Sea, Deep Impact.
That's
Wasn't
about
that
a meteor.
Oh, okay. No, there was another movie that came out around the same time that was kind of similar. That was about like underwater.
Sharky's Machine.
I
Sharky's
am
Bar
thinking
and
of-
Grill.
I can't remember.
Would
I
you-
feel like there was one too.
Yeah, that came out around the same
All
time.
right, chart
Are you
is-
just bullshitting to make me
No,
feel
I
better?
do. I feel like there was another shark movie,
Yeah.
but maybe
That was
I'm
really
thinking
similar.
of Deep Blue Sea.
Well, the chartists
Yeah.
are probably onto it, and they'll tweet it to us in our question and answer segment,
right.
which is coming up next on
Who charted?
And we're back on Who Charted.
Who charted? Yay!
Got commercials and everything.
Yeah,
It's like a
Real,
regular TV
real
show.
professional.
yeah, it is. It's almost like having a TV show with without any of the perks. Hey,
It's a
no.
TV show you could watch on your phone.
It is beautiful to be able to do that. These mobile devices and all the content that we need to furnish for them, it's created a new era in comedy, right?
That
Have you
is
seen
true. It's
that,
a true statement.
Have you seen that Werner Herzog texting documentary?
Yes.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Yes.
I watched
It's
it. I watched it on my
grim.
phone when I was driving over here. It's real good.
Well, okay.
Boom.
Oh, gotcha. This is part of the show I get lost. It happens every week. It just happened there. All right.
Okay.
Jacob C. would like to know any updates on Shredsterant. That is my guitar-themed eatery. I'll answer this real quick. Basically, there's not a lot of updates. We're trying to build one. John Doerr is helping fund that.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a new, the hostess. We're going to have the hostess say, say you come up to Shredsterant.
Yeah.
I say, yes, how many in your party?
Table for two, please.
I see. And what's the name?
April.
Do you have a shred starvation?
I don't actually. Is that a
Okay.
problem?
No. How many did you say?
Two?
Oh, party of two is right. I don't know, Dave Rath. Those are Dave Rath's.
Noodle.
Nice. Real creative.
Yeah, noodle. We'll say
Noodles.
noodles. Howard, will you ever share your workout plan? I will, but I'm going to wait for Ice Boba Kulap Vilaysak to come back because she'll really enjoy hearing about that. I have a homemade,
okay.
I have my own Maverick. I call it, I'm a fitness Maverick. I have my own workout that I created.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does it just involve a lot of stretching?
No, what it does, I am a stretchaholic.
Yeah.
But it involves my own contraptions, my own. I don't use weights. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
All right. Howard, how hurt would you be if there was a Jaws reboot? I think that would be a ridiculously terrible idea.
They've done it with everything else.
Yeah, I was
it's
about
just
to
a matter
say.
of time.
You think so?
It is, because remember when they did that shot-by-shot remake of Psycho, and it was just like, what was
Shia
the point
LaBeouf
of
as
that?
Sheriff Brody.
Ooh.
Aw.
I'm telling you, they're gonna stink it up somehow.
Yeah,
bet
that'll
you're right.
definitely happen.
Well, maybe I'll be gone before
CGI
that
shark.
happens.
Yeah.
CGI
Yep.
Sharky. Hey, that was a Don Rickles sitcom. Howard, what's the highest dive you've ever taken? I wouldn't think I went higher than about 2 stories. I'm not a well. You ever Paleface Park down in Austin? Did you ever jump off that cliff down there?
You know, I maybe not. I don't know. There were a lot of situations like that.
Jumping situations.
Jumping off cliffs into creeks and like what was the one place we used to go to? Sculptured Falls.
That
Does
sounds
that sound
right.
like a place?
Sounds like an Austin place.
You know, I've jumped off some things in the bodies of water in Austin. There were always like 12 packs of Lone Star Tecate involved, and that was a
Exactly.
while ago.
Exactly.
How long did you live in Austin?
About 11 years maybe. Yeah.
Great. All right. What's Howard? Do you?
Boy, everybody get off Howard's
I know,
job.
let's get one for the gang. Well, there's a lot of Howards in here. April.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
Would you consider having your podcast join the Earwolf family so we fans of the show could get a live VPN of Go Bayside?
I don't think any of that's up to me. Sure. I'm into whatever.
So
of course.
you are willing to.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Brendan, are you willing to bring the Bone Zone to Earwolf?
No,
He says no.
Yeah.
And I'll
got our own thing going on.
there you go. Based on those answers, I would say Earwolf will be reaching out to Brendan
Okay.
because they want to earn it.
Sure.
They want to earn it.
Sure. You want what you can't have.
Oh boy, have you ever had a deal with a troll? This could be for anybody.
I don't know. What does that mean?
I guess.
Like just somebody
maybe.
trashing you online or something?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Have you ever had to deal with
Oh,
a troll?
okay.
I'm sorry. And that's just from Jesselyn. Hey, Jesselyn Cabadoo.
Shabadoo.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler wrote that.
Yeah.
It's Adam Sandler. guy.
I've dealt with, like if a guy says anything I don't like on Twitter,
Block.
I don't even do that.
Yeah.
I just ignore it, and then it's gone. It goes away pretty fast.
I do too. I usually ignore Twitter ones are easy to ignore. As a lady, you guys, I get lots of crazily, horrifyingly specific sexual emails
From Brendan.
from Brendan specifically.
From one of my dummy accounts.
From lots of dudes that I will forward. I'll forward them to friends to be like, please keep this in case there's a murder trial and you need evidence because they're horrifying
I'll bet.
and great detail from total strangers.
I would think because of your quirky nature and your pin-up-esque stuff
Sure.
that you would attract that sort of glamour con creep fella.
Terrifying pervs?
Yeah.
Why
Yes.
is that my demographic?
Well, I'm just-
All
you're the
guys
one
are
telling me
gross.
it is.
It's not. I don't mean to rain on your parade. You're a very special person.
Of course.
But every single female in entertainment.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody
Of
is so
course.
accessible now. That's the thing.
Of
Right.
course.
20 years ago, you wanted to write something disgusting to Charo. You
had
could.
to
You had
get out
to
pen
mail a
and
letter to
paper.
her manager. They weren't
Absolutely.
going to give it to her.
Right.
No, I agree.
Now
I'm not saying I'm
Facebook-
special. I know everyone gets them. I'm just saying.
I didn't mean for. I'm not saying, but it's. I'm for like after getting to know like female comedians and stuff. It's mind blowing how much shit they get on a daily basis.
Totally.
Right.
And
Via-
what people think is okay to write.
Guys
to
are gross,
somebody.
man. And they're really in the feet.
They're terrifying.
Guys are into feet, and guys disappoint me.
Are ladies in the feet? There's not one chick with a foot
I've
fetish,
never
right?
heard of that, though.
Because guy feet are
Disgusting, right?
horrific. Like they're not. Yeah.
I don't think guys should be allowed to wear flip flops.
Wow.
I'd rather see a guy
on
walking
board
down the
with
street
this.
with his dick and balls hanging out of his
Thank
pants.
you.
Wow.
I'm totally on board with that 100%.
I
Hard
actually
shoes
agree
for all
too,
men.
for other reasons. I miss that too.
Feet are as obnoxious, if not more, than a guy's nut hanging out of his shorts.
I agree fully.
What about a sock?
Sock and flip flops, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
Really?
I just don't want to see
You just
bare
wanna see the
I want
toes.
to see some very disgusting.
Completely true.
Especially with jeans. You're wearing flip flops with jeans.
That's fucking gross.
Easy, guys. Wow.
I feel strongly
right.
about it.
I hope you die. You do that, I hope you get the worst
Well, you're gonna get some
kind
kind
of
of foot disease at least.
I hope a dog comes by, bites your goddamn foot off.
Yep.
Someone asked, do I still have the spray? Yes. What is your response to Kendrick Lamar's Control, where he dissed half of the rap community? This comes
right.
from Liz Bustamante.
What do you think? Didn't he diss Drake in it? You're not. I mean,
He dissed everybody.
Right.
Who's
But
Kendrick Lamar?
but also people.
Kendrick Lamar is a rapper. He's out of Compton. He's
Yeah.
heralded as the new Nas. He is a great lyricist.
He called himself the King of New York.
Yeah, he says he juggles both coasts with one hand.
So he's not one of these modest rappers that they have
That's
going around.
right.
No, he is more
That's
about
right.
bragging and boasting.
Sure.
You
Whereas
talk about
very
how much
rare.
money he has? Because that's gauche.
Yeah.
If you're going to do that, talk about how much money you have.
he brags about how clean his room was as a child.
That's gonna backfire, buddy. How do you feel about it?
Here's what I will say. Of course, it's silly, and of course, it's just another distraction. But I think it's good to stir up this class of rappers and have them start going at each other the way it was back in the day, and we'll see
I agree.
if it maybe pushes them to come up with better stuff. So what he did kind of did change the landscape, and I think maybe in a good way.
Yeah, I just read something about that the other day too, saying the same thing. Like that's what rap is built on: is everybody going, "I'm better than you, I'm better than you," and like that's how everybody gets better.
Right.
So yeah,
Right. So maybe he'll end this Macklemore era of just kind of
nice rap.
nice, yeah, and cute and PC, and we'll get into some guys going for the jugular.
Yeah,
Well, yeah. Got to start making rap for black people again.
that's right.
There you go. Give it back.
Give it back. We've had it. All
Take
right.
back the night.
Guys, we've had our Macklemores. We've had our Kanyes. Let the black people have the rap back.
Howard, how do you feel about summer storms, tropical storms, hurricanes, etc.? I don't like them. They darken the skies. They cause rain and
Bring
they-
tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
That's a rap right there.
Right. So they stop the party. All right. When at the nude beach, what SPF do I use south of the border? This comes from Jared Isle, Dundee.
Oh, boy. This guy thinks he's a riot, huh?
He's probably 14, like your chick, so be nice. All right, Howard, what are your thoughts on the controversy behind last week's Shark Week? What was the controversy?
That it was boring.
It was boring.
I mean, I don't know what a controversy, but I tuned in. I was disappointed.
I think it was because they were saying it paints sharks in a negative light. I think that's what it was,
Really?
basically.
Maybe that. Well, they shouldn't do
I
that.
could be wrong.
Here's what I do like about Shark Week. You'll always get to see some footage that looks like a dude from like 15 years ago getting interviewed about the shark attack he was in.
Yeah.
Right.
And this, I forget which program it was, but they had a guy who had bleach blonde hair in a ponytail, super crazy tan, and it looked like like an '80s skateboarder or like bartender. And that's what I like. It's like to see who did the sharks decide to bite? What did they think was food?
I just want to see him biting stuff. And there was
Yeah.
not a lot of sharks biting stuff. Every time I tuned in, they got to hey, I love Chris Hardwick. I like that Talking Dead thing. Every show doesn't have to do that. Every time
Right.
I tuned in, there's some Chris Hardwick-ish guy
Right.
talking about the show that they just watched. It's like, well, unless you got a shark sitting there that you're talking to.
That you're
Right.
interviewing.
I don't want to see that. Go
Right.
see a shark bite. Let's all watch a shark bite a barrel.
You just
Yeah.
want to see
Just
them
put it-
biting stuff.
Yeah.
Just-
No,
that's-
he
Let's
wants
see
to
some
see
sharks.
sharks doing their thing.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Did you see Bob Oshak dressed as a shark answering funny questions?
No.
Do you know him?
I know the name. What do I know?
He was an ex-Austin comic. He worked at the Comedy Store a lot. But when I turned that on, that talking shark thing or whatever, they go, "Hey, we're going to talk to Mr. Shark out on the beach," and it was Bob in a shark costume.
I would have liked seeing that. That
Yeah.
sounds fun.
All right, we're getting down to the last few questions here. Why don't you summate anymore? Why don't I sum things up? I don't know. We just we used to have a format where I would just feel like I had to summate and the chart, and that doesn't happen anymore. Maybe we'll bring it back. April.
Yes.
We asked that you went. What would your superhero name be if you could summon wolves? I'd be the wolf summoner. Troll. Oh, this is for everybody in the studio. Last question of the day. We'll end the show with this one.
All right.
What's your best guilty pleasure? Mine is the TV show Wipeout. Skylar Kelly. Thank you, Skylar.
Oh, that was Skylar was admitting to Wipeout?
Yeah, that's hers or his is
Nice,
Wipeout.
nice to give it up. You know.
What's your biggest guilty pleasure?
Boy, you know, I'm still smoking real cigarettes, so I guess that's I get a kick out of
yeah,
that.
that's pretty gnarly.
Okay. April?
I don't know. I don't feel guilty about anything that I like.
It's true.
I don't. So I don't know, like Huey Lewis and the News, I still listen to them all the time, and they're not cool. I
True.
get made fun of a lot for that.
You and Jimmy Kimmel? Big fan?
Yeah.
For me, I guess it would be, well, it was country music, the modern country music for a while, but I'm out of the closet on that one.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Jimmy Buffett?
Jimmy Buffett, I've talked about that too.
Yeah.
Maybe, what do I still like that, this is a toughie.
It is tough.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like hair metal still.
Hair metal I still like. Who was your band? Poison?
You know, Motley Crue, man. That was
Crue.
when I was that like Shout at the Devil came out
Thank
right
you.
at the right time for me. I was like 11. Just
It's a good
discovered it.
album.
I was not into the whole album, I'll admit, but Looks That Kill is a particular favorite of mine.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
look at this. It's Bone Zone merch and swag. It was a gift given to me by the great Brendon Walsh. Why is it got these holes in the?
It was it's just like pre-distressed T-shirts, so you look cool. I don't know. They were on sale.
Peter's dressed in like exact inch increments.
They were on sale. It's a
at it.
lightweight. It's a nice shirt.
It's a vintage shirt. Someone's been
They'll
wearing.
be on my
it.
site. I was selling them in Austin. I have some left over, so I'll put them up on my site if you want to buy one. It'll be
Okay,
like,
and I'd
whatever.
like to show this beautiful shirt that a chartist sent in for us. It says
That's
some
nice.
on it
Yeah, that's rad.
in triplicate.
Yeah.
Summer, one for each month: June, July, August.
Why doesn't that have notches taken out of the collar?
You know
all
what?
the cool shirts
Yeah.
do.
I think you know what it is because
Don't
summer-
wear that one.
The summer phenomenon is just 4 summers old, so I don't think you can make this look like it came from the
Yeah.
70s or 80s. And then this also, summer nights on a
Oh,
hoodie.
that's fantastic.
That's nice.
People just send you this stuff.
That is
They do.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's great. And if I can remember their names, they might even want to do it again. We mentioned it on our earlier program, and I'll have Ice Boba repeat it when she comes back. Thank you so much for that swag. I want to thank our guests today.
Yeah.
Brendon Walsh. Brendon, is there anything you'd like to plug to the YouTube audience, the VPN audience?
Yeah, you know, you could listen to my podcast called The Bone Zone on the All Things Comedy Network. That's fun. And if you're in Cincinnati, if you're in Denver, I'm going to be there next week at some festival. And then
I'll be at that festival. That's the High Plains Comedy Festival. We thank Andy Jewett and the boys for putting that together. We'll be out there with Kyle Kinane and so many of the other contemporary greats.
I'll be
That's
at
true.
that, and then I'll be at Go Bananas in Cincinnati, September 5th through 8th.
Low Ceilings. It's a great club. Mikey,
Good club.
how you doing?
Mikey.
Love to come back. Go ahead.
My podcast is called Go Bayside, and you can find it on iTunes. And I'm on the Chelsea Lately Roundtable every couple of weeks, and that's probably where you can see me most often.
Man, thank you. Third cup.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, all right. He did a great job for us tonight. I'd like to thank our camera guys coming out and doing such a great job. We've seen them out on the social circuit, coming out to see shows. And look for me. I'll be at the High Plains Festival. Pick up my album, Have a Summer, Have Another Summer, Dragon Boy Suede, Master of Pheromones, and Douche Minutia. And look for a new stand-up album and a new Dragon Boy Suede album this non-summer. And we will hear you, see you, talk to you next week on
Who Charted?